Table Tennis Association, 10 of those taking the national team all around the world, World Championships, European Championships, etc., etc. But certainly, having watched Bernadette Szocs play this morning in the mixed doubles, I don't think I've seen many 16-year-olds perform so well. Looking forward very much to seeing her in action here against Feng Tianwei. Feng, of course, is the highest ranked player in the world, non-Chinese. The top 5 spots are occupied by Chinese players. Feng currently at number 6, so it's a real formidable task for Bernadette Szocs. But on what I saw this morning, we're in for a very exciting women's singles match.
Indeed we are. Well, obviously the Singapore girl, well, the present now Singapore girl, Feng Tianwei, born in Harbin in Heilongjiang in China, but then transferred at a very early age and then developed under the auspices of the Singapore Table Tennis Association, and has, you know, pulled off an extraordinary feat in upsetting the domination of the Chinese team. I think they hadn't lost for 18 years, and there is a young man, Mr. Cho, who was witness to that, and I think he had a little tear in his eyes at unseating the clear favourites on that occasion. Well, if he can get Feng Tianwei close to some kind of performance, really good performance, I think he'll be very pleased. She lost in the quarterfinals in 2009 in Yokohama, lost to Guo Yue. And, well, first point to the Singapore girl at 1 love. And it will be definitely attackers at the table here. They love to move forward.
A little bit of backspin on the service there from Feng, coming underneath the ball. What a super response there from Szocs. Good service in behind the serve with a strong topspin. And as you say, John, both these players will be looking to attack behind the serve. Both of them very comfortable against topspin, so we should see a very free and open game. Lots of topspin, lots of rallies.
3-1.
Bernadette is certainly not afraid. She is almost fearless. She comes forward at every opportunity, and of course at the ITTF junior circuit she's well respected. But here it might faze some people. But from what we've seen already, she is just absolutely aching to have more of it. The spotlight, that is. That's not bad, is it? The first day of competition, she's on star table twice. Extraordinary.
That's excellent play by Szocs. Interesting to see she's brave on the backhand. The long push into the backhand. She opens up with the backhand topspin. It's a difficult shot. She takes it on and then went on to win the point. And again, what a wonderful smash straight down the line.
There's no topspin to it. It's just absolutely low, flat, hard, good drive. And there's a little nod of approval there from Philemon. 4-all.
It's the reverse action service there from Feng. The back going across the ball, away from the body. Side spin, backspin. Szocs not quite reading the spin. Same service action again. The reverse action serve, side spin, backspin. 2 consecutive points for Feng.
Great hands, superb reflexes. Szocs wins the point, but it's livening up a little bit here. This is pretty intense stuff. The inscrutable face of Feng, and she loses 2 in a row, and it's back at 6-all.
Interesting serve there from Szocs, serving with a forehand from the forehand side. You don't see that very often, but the variation won the point, and the score is level, 6 points each.
A little bit lucky there, took the tape as it went to the table, so Feng gets in front. Just.
Left, 7-6.
It's a good response from that service. It was quite a long serve. Couldn't have been a great deal of action on it, but Szocs controlled the receiving well. And ooh, look at that. That's a Ouija, I think they call that. That little under, that's very variation of a serve there. Lots of side spin. Look at there.
You can actually see the ball there fizzing with spin, side spin and top spin.
Perfected in Japan, I think. 8-all. I lived for many, many years down in Singapore. 8 is very lucky. Fat, 8-8.
Not on this occasion, I'm afraid, John, not from Feng's point of view.
No, it's going to be lucky for somebody.
But again, it was Szocs being brave on the backhand side. The backspin into a backhand. She's not afraid to open up. And that tactics won her quite a few points.
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely superb. She goes to a position of 10-8. That's 2 game points here. And the youngster from Romania gets absolutely unbelievable returns. Superb.
This time the top spin out wide to a forehand from Feng was just a little bit too strong, but she still has 1 game point remaining.
That's it, 11-9, and Bernadette Szocs, the youngster from Romania, just busily walks across with a towel and a big smile here. Wow, that is a good opening game in the first singles round of her World Championship career. My goodness me, what an achievement.
Excellent performance by the 16-year-old. She obviously had a good game this morning. She was unsuccessful, but she played very well, settled her in on court number 1. And she certainly turned that to her advantage. See here on the action replay, the backhand to backhand rally, she came out on top. She wasn't afraid to open up with the backhand topspin. There we see, punches the air with delight. She's got the first game under her belt. The number 6 player in the world, the number 5 seed here in Rotterdam, is now under pressure.
And the 119 you saw on the back of the bib of Bernadette Szocs is actually her world ranking. When she turns around and we get a picture of her again, you see. But she has been so good. Her reflexes have been great. She's been really pushing, attacking, and absolutely, there's the 6 on the back. That suggests she's the 6th in the world. So dominated by the Chinese in the world rankings. But this is a very, very impressive performance. Bernadette Szocs, can she keep it up?
Just trying to lift that top spin a little bit too much. Came up the back of the ball too much. Ball off the end of the table.
Good, fast, strong serve into the corner, and the response was even better. The third shot, continuing the pressure. It's 1-all. Feng Tianwei will be a little surprised at the power of this youngster.
Again, she's just lifting that forehand topspin off the end of the table. Certainly, when Szocs is playing backhands, particularly backhand to backhand with Feng, the youngster's looking good, very good.
Oh, huge amount of action there, particularly from Szocs. She is not afraid to use her wrist, is she? My goodness, extraordinary on that backhand particularly.
Playing an extremely positive game here, going for the shots, not relying on mistakes, playing very positive table tennis.
Another super backhand. Well, Feng Tianwei can be a little bit of a slow starter, but I think she will be very, very impressive. Never played each other before, as you'd expect. And at 3-all in the second, this is a very positive start from the Romanians. She's got nothing to lose. Absolutely no pressure on her at all. Feng Tianwei, it's like chalk and cheese at the moment. The inscrutable against the heart on the sleeve exuberance of the youngster. At the moment, she turns around, jumps and turns around. Each time she makes a little error. Looking at her coach. A coach twice her age. He's just been on the court himself, or on the table himself. Feng Tianwei has got a little space now. She's got a 2-point lead. Feng Tianwei is taking a little bit of time to work out exactly what Szocs is doing. I don't think she's seen anything quite like this. It's a very, very flat response. There's a lot of driving there, but you see the opportunity on the forehand particularly. She comes in with some big drives. There's another one, very quick to react.
She spins the ball quite heavy on the backhand side, and then when she comes in with the forehand, she can spin heavy, but she also can hit quite flat. And Feng's having a few problems adjusting to the topspin on the backhand and the more flat or less topspin on the forehand.
Good point. 5-all. She looks back for approval all the time. They obviously got a good relationship. Philemon's father is also involved in the Romanian team. I haven't seen him at the stadium at the moment, but good stuff.
Feng there forcing Szocs away from the table, and that's where she's not comfortable. So important for Szocs that she stays up at the table, takes on the backhands, looks to get in with that flat forehand hit when she can. And certainly young Mr. Philemon sat in the corner will be very happy at this point in time.
Oh, absolutely. We're not just talking about, you know, victory here. We're talking about putting on a really, really good show, and against the sort of former number 2 in the world, you can't do any better than this. This is extraordinary. Leveled up at 7s.
Brave serve there. She came underneath the ball, backspin, long and fast into Feng's backhand, paid dividends. And this is a really crucial time in this match.
Oy, oy. Way, way out. I think she's getting a little bit tight, Feng Tianwei. Nowhere near the table. Glued to the spot. She's going to have to really work out something here. 7-8. Part of the challenge, of course, at this level of the sport is to think on your feet. Table tennis requires a lot of improvisation.
Clever serve there from Feng. Short backspin serve to the middle of the table. Szocs elected to go with the backhand. Probably not the best option.
The opposite way around then, Don.
Correct. Feng's now pinning Szocs down the middle of the table. That area where she's not sure whether to play backhands or forehands.
And now a 10-8 advantage. It was leveled up at 8-all, the same as it was in the first game, but now at 10-8, Feng Tianwei can level the game score. And that's it, 11-8 in the second. It's 1-all, and having battled her way through, Bernadette Szocs of Romania, having impressed and certainly took the lead on several occasions in that second game, suddenly finds Feng Tianwei changing her tactics just a little bit, and that experience paid off.
Again, that was an excellent performance by the 16-year-old from Romania. 8-7 up. 1-0 up. She's playing the number 5 seed here in Rotterdam, the number 6 player in the world. But the experience then of Feng came through. She exploited the middle of the table. Szocs wasn't sure whether to play backhands or forehands. She made a few errors. She came across to play backhands from the forehand side of the table. And all of a sudden, from 8-7 in the lead, she found herself losing that second game, 11-8. So it's crucial now for the 16-year-old. Even younger, 16 years of age, quite remarkable. It's crucial that she gets off to a good start in this third game.
Not a huge crowd here at the moment. Early days, of course, in Rotterdam with this tournament. But it's a lovely stadium, great facilities, superb looking conditions here for these players to have a lot of fun. There's 40 tables on show, and it's a great privilege to be here. Feng Tianwei, third game. Bit of power there, inside-out power. The backhand couldn't cope. But, oh, I am impressed with her. She absolutely loves this sport, you can tell. The inscrutable face of Feng. And the power off the backhand does the job for 2-1. 1-2. Our sponsors there, very pleased, of course. GAC Group, motor manufacturers in China on show. They've done a super job coming to help with this tournament at a very late stage. I think the contract was signed probably only last month, but it's great to have great super support for this World Championship.
3-2.
Heavy backspin on that short service there. Fast accelerating wrist coming underneath the ball. The ball fizzing with backspin. Misread by Szocs. But then a service error. And so the score's level, 3 points each. Szocs just uses a towel. The players are entitled to use a towel every 6 points. And Szocs just taking the opportunity to compose herself. And she now has her 2 serves to come.
3-4.
Well, that was a very, very good lean-on backhand from Tianwei. Just watch this, just a little block. Caught it beautifully.
5-3.
Service error from Szocs. She can't afford that. Put him on there just trying to give her a little bit of support. Tell her not to worry. Focus on the next point. Fast push with a little bit of side spin out wide to the left-handers, sorry, the right-handers forehand. Feng just not quite quick enough to get across and maintain the control.
Good rally, finished in an error, unfortunately, from Szocs, but there was a lot of very intense activity there. Good reflexes, both forehand and backhand. And yeah, it's a good battle, this. And there's that flat one that you described before. Beautifully played.
Top of the bounce, straight through the back of the ball as we hear. Excellent slow motion replay here. The ball pops up. She takes it top of the bounce, straight through it. No top spin, all speed.
7-5.
Again, if I was the coach there, I'd be disappointed. Obviously, she lost the point, but the tactics were good. She went for the backhand topspin. She went for the difficult line. She went down the line as opposed to on the diagonal. She's playing very brave table tennis, and she's still in with a chance.
Ooh, clever, clever service. Unexpected. Did the job. Little bit of experience coming through from Feng Tianwei.
6-8. 7-8.
She's certainly not giving this away, is Bernadette Szocs. She's fighting tooth and nail. It's good to see a youngster unfazed.
9-7.
And then annoyed with herself for missing them. Her expectations, I must say, are very, very high. That's what you need in a champion, isn't it?
She's gone out there and given it her best shot, that's for sure, and she's still in. She's still in with a shout. 1 game all, 9-7 down. That was a superb return, so very delicate, very soft hand required to delicately touch the ball back tight over the net, especially under such pressure. The difference now 1 point.
A drop shot.
And again, just shrieks of delight. Not sure what the translation is, but I'm sure it's very favourable, very positive. She's now 9 points each. She has the advantage of her 2 serves to come, does Bernadette Szocs. So once again, we have a very crucial moment in this match.
Well, there's 1-1-9 on her back, and it's 1-1-9-9 in points. Yee, that's an absolute cracker. Super down the line.
Just have a look at this one again on the replay. Does it hit to the side? Does it hit the edge? Certainly it was a side. Sorry, it was an edge. Sorry,
yeah, it was an
like
edge. It was a point.
to a side point. To
game point. And 10-all. Good stuff. I'm enjoying this one. It's really intense. I've had the great privilege of watching Feng Tianwei on many, many occasions before. She's under a little bit of pressure here from the very, very confident youngster. He's got game point for the second time at 11-10 as Feng Tianwei. And that's it at 12-10. Feng Tianwei just edges into the lead now. She's got a 2-1 advantage. But I must say, Bernadette Szocs is just pushing hard and fast and is really, really bringing everything out of Feng Tianwei. As we told you before, they've never played before. It's taking a lot of adjustment here for Feng Tianwei to get her game together. She's been under a bit of pressure. And it's when the real champions come through, of course. Philemon in the background with a little bit of a wry smile at that loss. On the other side, of course, Mr. Cho giving good instruction. Right in the spotlight. I mean, it's hard enough playing a game, but to be absolutely in the middle of the intrusive cameras and the TV pictures, I mean, it's just extraordinary. She's, well, goodness knows, she'll go straight back on one of the community internet lines, I'm sure, and be talking to her mates about how she did. But tremendous. The 16-year-old will serve it, and at 1-2. A poor first one. She's got to keep concentrating, not look up at the screen. And again, I think it suddenly dawned on her, she really is in the spotlight. A couple of errors there. Well set up there by Feng Tianwei for a 3-love, and that was good serve, following it through and being patient to win the point.
1-3.
And the opposite of being patient there. Ah.
That serve was right on the sideline, literally bounced on the white line. And again, she's using the forehand from the forehand side, as we see there. There it is, right on that baseline. Excellent serve. This time to the middle of the table.
Tianwei is having to really draw on all her strengths and resources here. She's under pressure. I'm not used to this intensity. And again, good backhand, solid. 3 points in a row.
Containing very well on the backhand side there, Feng Tianwei. In actual fact, this could be an excellent game for Feng. She's nothing to gain. Pressure's on her. She's having to play well. If she does get through, it'll put her in good shape for the next round, that's for sure. But she's still got a fair bit of work to do against the youngster.
I think she's surprised at the speed. There's a very, very quick reaction from Szocs. Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't quite go according to plan. It's really stimulus response stuff, isn't it? You get what you see. Simple as that. Disappointment, elation, it comes in seconds. 5-all.
Again, that backhand topspin against the backspin, the long push from Feng. Instinctive backhand topspin from Szocs. And it's point to the teenager from Romania.
Oh, yeah, great stuff. Well, that tactic of playing it down the center, Tianwei might have to change her mind here. Look at it, it's too high down the middle, and it's a beautiful angle into the corner. From the forehand for 7-5. Again, it's that heavy movement of the wrist. You see how much he brings it over. It's very impressive. That's great. Good stuff. Lots of movement, great footwork there by both the girls, and they really had to work that point. Feng still with a lot to do at 6-8. And this time the backhand, real heavy wrist doesn't work out.
Excellent placement from Feng again. It was that area down the middle of the table. Szocs wasn't sure whether to return that with the backhand or a forehand. She hesitated slightly, took it with the backhand, hence the error.
Wow. Brilliantly quick reflexes again. Lots of variety, but the main pattern is still there. It's going to be very fast, very furious. I think they've got a lot in mind for this youngster, the Romanians. She's got game points here at 10-8. She is an impressive thing, I must say. Absolutely super. You cannot deny that she is so enthusiastic, loves every point she plays. Marvelous. Good for the game. Right, up against the wall here, 8-10, Feng Tianwei. Haha, that's it, it's 11-8, it's 2-all. 2-all in games, and you have to say that's an absolutely fair reflection of the play.
Absolutely. And what a wonderful way to win the fourth game, that long, fast push out wide to Feng's forehand. Feng was edging her way around the backhand to play a forehand from the backhand side, and there's that shriek of delight, that all too familiar shriek that we're getting used to now. And as you say, John, 2 games apiece is a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. And the number 5 seed is certainly being stretched all the way in this women's singles encounter, albeit by a 16-year-old from Romania.
She's got other examples of how good the Romanian table tennis scene is for the women at the moment. So Liza Samara and Daniela Dodian, of course, has been, well, I'm sure she will teach her as much about the game as anyone here. But she's got such confidence, nothing to lose attitude. It's very refreshing, I must say. Feng Tianwei has got the weight of expectation on her shoulders, and it's showing just a little bit. She's now got to I think she's got to loosen up a little bit, to be quite honest. Try to play a little bit freer. It's not her style normally, but she's under pressure at 2-all.
Little bit of topspin on the serve again. It was that short serve to the middle of the table. She's very good at disguising the backspin and then the little bit of topspin by varying the point of contact between bat and ball. Szocs just misreading the spin on that occasion.
Oh, unbelievable. Gee whiz. How on earth did that one come back? Into the body, but look at this fantastic angle. Played for
The impressive thing there is not only did she instinctively react with the block, but she was able to lift a little bit of backspin that was on that smash. Comes through very flat, to lift it as well as block it, and she did it superbly.
I think it's at this stage that Szocs is going to learn a lot about major championship play. She's had nothing really to gauge anything by in the previous games. Now the pressure's going to be on her. She's still going to be able to keep that freedom of expression. Or she's going to tighten up as the pressure comes on and the thought of maybe losing comes into her mind. Two, 4 in the 5th. That was an ouch point.
That wasn't a very good service sequence, a service error, and then the backhand serve went long. It allowed Feng to make the first strong topspin. She used that to dominate the rest of the rally. 2 points against the serve. Feng now with her 2 serves to come. Leads 6-2.
And the mental side, as I was making reference to just a little earlier, is beginning to show. It's all well and good to have a really outgoing and very, very impressive looking attitude, but you've also got to be in control. Just to prove how wrong I am. She absolutely lays into him.
Very effective, that flat forehand smash. Combined with heavy topspins backhand and forehand makes it very difficult to play against. But full marks to Feng this game. She's dominated it from the beginning. She's got in, spun the ball, played fast topspins when the opportunity has arisen. She sprayed the ball around the table, and she now leads 9-3.
Yeah, that's absolutely super. We've seen it several times. That change of angle into the body. You think she'd learn by now. That's not the first time Szocs has been caught out. But at 10-3, it's now game points here. Superstar for 11-3. And I must say that that was very much Feng Tianwei back at her best. It's put pressure on Bernadette Szocs, and she now knows that she can't afford to lose another game. It's good stuff. 3-2 in the match. It's never easy. We say it many times before, but you are the favourite. Expectations are high. And playing against a youngster who's obviously got talent, nothing to lose, going for it, got a strange kind of combination of play as well, as you made reference to. She is inconsistent with her performance, so that makes life a bit tougher. But Tianwei is coming back well.
That was a very, very impressive game. Feng was under a lot of pressure at the start of that game. She's 2-all against a 16-year-old who's ranked outside the top 100 in the world. She's number 5 seed here.
6 in the world, yeah.
6 in the world, of course, as you say, John, but she held it together superbly. She's a cool customer herself. We mustn't forget that. And as you say, not that long ago, she was number 2 in the world. And I think she showed her class in that 5th game. Leads 3-2. She just needs one more now.
Yeah, and their patience again. Feng Tianwei showing really, really strong, consistent approach there. Nothing untoward coming towards her, so therefore she was able to keep that composure. And it's drifting now. And this is exactly what I thought might happen. Under a bit of pressure, she's now trying a bit too hard to come up with the spectacular. And of course, as she diminishes in terms of confidence, Tianwei's will grow. It's a great rally.
Left 4.
But again, Szocs, when she's away from the table, it's very difficult for her to win points. Feng did well there, forced her away. 4-0. She's lost the previous game 11-3, and quite rightly, Philemon now has called a timeout. Timeout's often called by the coach when he feels the momentum, or she feels the momentum's in favour of the opponent, and that clearly is the case here. The last 20 points-ish, 17-ish have been won by Feng, so a good call. The game is definitely slipping away from Szocs, so Philemon, no doubt here, will just be trying to compose her. So you've nothing to lose again. Get out there, go for your shots, stay close to the table if you can. You've done a super job so far. It's just this last 20 points where it's slipped away. But she now needs to win the next 3-4 out of 5 points if she's going to get back into this match. 4-0 down.
Left 4.
The cream is beginning to come to the top, and the cream of Singapore, Feng Tianwei. That was a good call if you look at it from the coach's perspective, broke up the momentum. But then immediately a super inside-out heavy topspin forehand does the job.
Wasn't a great service there from Szocs. Bounced a little bit too high, so serving long is fine, but if it bounces high, Feng had time to run round, play the strong forehand topspin. Leads 5-1. Her 2 serves to come. Took on the counter topspin there, Feng. Didn't quite get the contact between bat and ball that she would have liked. 5-2.
She has played some very nice serves, actually, Feng. Very rarely did she give any away.
Again, I'm surprised with the service there. It bounced high. It was long. It allowed Feng to make the first strong topspin. That was better. Long, fast and low. Makes all the difference. Less time for Feng when it's coming fast at her and low over the net, and consequently the error. But 7-3. Feng now with 2 serves to come. It's certainly a mountain to climb for the teenager from Romania.
Again, heavy leg work, big shoulder movement, lots of action on the play there from Feng Tianwei. She gets it for 8-3. She's settled. She's feeling good about her play now, and the danger is definitely disappearing.
3-9.
That forehand topspin from Feng is getting close to perfection now. She hasn't missed one for a long time. She's definitely in the groove now. This will have done her the world of good. A tough match. Put her in good shape for the next rounds, and there's a little bit of good fortune favouring the Singapore player. Not sure what the number was, John, that you mentioned, but it certainly came up on that occasion. 7 match points, and indeed 7 game points and match points.
Right, Bernadette Szocs, right up against it here. That's a miss. 4-10, 10-4. 10-4, do you remember that one? Over and out? No. You remember?
Z-Cars?
Oh, I don't know. It was an American group, wasn't it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's 10-4. Match point. And that's it. It's 11-4. Feng Tianwei comes through a very testing first round. Has to be said, Bernadette Szocs, for her second outing in this day of competition here in Rotterdam, really put on a great performance in the opening couple of games, and in fact tested the Singapore player. Very tough stuff. But in the end, Tianwei got the measure of her young opponent and came through very strongly. And as you say, the forehand was impressive. I thought the leaning of the backhand, where she played it down the line as well, caused a few problems. We've now got the cameras sorted. We'll go and analyze it and see whether or not we can progress. But certainly, Feng Tianwei will be pleased with the outing. She was tested and she came through well.
Crucial to me there, John, was how well she played in the 5th and 6th game. First 4 games, it was even Stevens, 2 games each, and that was truly deserved by the teenager. But then the 5th and 6th game, 11-3, 11-4, stamped her authority on this match. Will stand her in good stead, as you said, John, for the next round. but Bernadette Szocs will take a lot out of this match as well. She was quite superb for 4 games. She led 8-7, in fact, in the second game, having won the first. So she had a chance to go 2-0 up. I'm sure it's a player we're going to see a lot of in the future. Very entertaining player to watch as well, which, again, as you mentioned, John, quite rightly, is good for the sport.
Exuberance and youth, it goes together often. But, in terms of the experience that she's had, it'll be great. We've got coming up in just a while, it'll be a men's singles match. Timo Boll from Germany versus Kenji Matsudaira from Japan. I hope you can stay with us for that.